the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On play action, now Rodgers. Rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. First down and much more for Henry. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Able to find Lazard. And it's a Packers touchdown. Alan Lazard, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Not going anywhere to start the night. Stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Mond. Smith catches left side. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taylor now returning it. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
A little bit of space there for Cook that time as he winds up getting about 7 there on first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well. And
you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and break it and knock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Mike Zimmer's made his decision, and that decision is to try and go for this thing on fourth down. Here's Mond. They're going for it. Oh, into a sea of defenders, unintercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And the Packers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember when he had to get out. First career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Derrick Henry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
A first down carry for Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's a great defender. Everson Griffin making a great defensive play there for a loss. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Throwing is Rodgers. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Makes the score Packers 21, Vikings nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
21-0 our score after one. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Off the play fake, Mon. Rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know their division titles and wild card spots up for grabs. So those teams, no doubt, they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back.
And this will be a Packers first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean,
Yeah.
you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Rodgers.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a handoff to Henry. Runs over it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
65 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Henry. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau. Second down and 7.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Flushed out right.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Vikings are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
Third down from the gun, it's Mond.
Eluding the pressure right.
He'll fire one deep for Westbrook.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Might want to remember that 3rd down play, 37 yards.
Mond to the air on 1st and 10.
Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down moment. We've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Mon looks to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side, knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
He'll buy some time right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 33. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Mon. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Mon. Flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Mon going to throw it. Dancing to his left. Open man is Westbrook, complete. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they go play action here. Mon sliding up, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Another try after the first down sack. Mon forced out to his left. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. You got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Being chased out left.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll throw now on the final play. Flushed out right. Room to run past midfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Good shot. Good.
So we have come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
At the 28-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Cook. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Mon now off of play action.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 35. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
Well, such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. D.D. Westbrook hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. No problem there on the extra point. And this is back to an 8-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give it to
And my goodness, another interception. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
On 2nd and inches, Rodgers, and he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Going for the deep ball. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They had that 1st half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Now it's Henry. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. The handoff, running left, Henry. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 111 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Derrick Henry, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Packers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught. Westbrook's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mond eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. D.D. Westbrook with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. 2nd down and 8. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 141 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And the busy night for Henry continues. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the Vikings are right back in this football game. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers will take over here just shy of the 30. That's one of those interceptions watching from up here. The quarterback wide receiver just looked a little out of sync.
They did look a little out of sync. And, yeah, they're going to examine that when they get to the sidelines. And they'll talk about it throughout next week when they watch the tape. But the guy who's going to be there for him, really in his ear, is his center. Because that's a special relationship for a rookie quarterback. Your center handles your line calls. He gets everyone in the proper position to block. He'll be the first guy back to pick you up after you've been knocked down. And that's the guy you watch the extra film with and try and learn the league.
They'll run with Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Running from the gun with Henry. Bulldozes past him. But 209 yards for him on the ground as this has been a night to remember to this point. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A toss left, Henry. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Derrick Henry. His second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Packers look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo play, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know, if that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he doesn't want to show that to the defense. The young guys, they take it more to heart. It's on their sleeve a little bit. He'll learn as he goes along how to hide his emotions.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Henry pushes him over. Oh, a second dosage. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So it's all over. Green Bay victory. That was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Green Bay, they get a critical 10th win on the year with one game left to go.